Hey, what's up guys? Josh here from Champ Status Gaming, and today I'm going to be going over the 1.0.6 changes that is coming out in the new update, which is supposed to arrive pretty soon. So for those of you that don't know what's coming out yet, I'm going to be going over it for you. The new additions and changes have all been verified by Blue, so we all know they're legit, they aren't just rumors. And the first one being a major inventory and GUI improvement, which means they're changing the way basically the interface and the inventory works. They're giving us colored inventory boxes for different items, loot all and quick stack chest functions, which is very nice, so you don't have to keep clicking to loot everything. Trash can, which allows you to retrieve the last item thrown away. The trash can will also let you throw out like junk items that you don't need. Items picked up will be placed in the bottom right corner of the inventory first. I like that. It keeps your bags a little bit more, I don't know, organized, I guess. Lock button, which prevents the hotbar from being altered. So you can like lock in your hotkeys for whatever buttons or items you want to use, such as health potions and weapons. You also get 4 new inventory slots for ammo. That's good for archers, I guess. Exact health will be shown above the health bar now, which is pretty cool for those of you that care about exacts and like elitists that want to know how much everything hits for, etc., etc. All mana items will be blue instead of purple. It's a new change. Health gain texts will be green. Right-clicking equipable items will equip them. I like that a lot, which reduces you from having to click it, drag it over, and click it over another item. It's just faster. Shift-clicking items will vendor them, or otherwise will trash them. It'll vendor them if you're talking to an NPC. Ammo-consuming weapons placed in the hotbar will now display how much ammo there is remaining. That's a really cool feature too for the archers. Now you're not clueless about how many arrows you have mid-combat. The 7 most recently connected servers will now be displayed in the multiplayer menu. So if you have a favorite server, it'll stay in your multiplayer menu, and you can always go to it without having to retype in the IP and everything. It is no longer possible to drop items through the spaces between boxes in the inventory. I hadn't noticed that was a bug, but apparently some people had, so that's cool, I guess. Grapple hotkey added. That's very nice. New sounds on some currently quiet enemies/events. New sounds, always good. Magic and mana system has been completely overhauled. The rate of mana regeneration is based on a percentage of your max mana now. The regeneration rate further varies depending on your current mana. Less equals slower. And mana regeneration bonuses have been converted to maximum mana bonuses. That's a great thing for all you mage characters out there or that like to use magic. They're overhauling the mana system for our benefits. The healing potion effectiveness reduced and cooldown increased. Potion sickness debuff, which lasts 60 seconds after you use a potion. This is going to make the game incredibly harder, because you're actually going to have to worry about your health and not be able to use a potion every 5 seconds. Life now regenerates automatically. The longer it's been since you've been hit, the faster it regenerates. That's also very nice. No need to use potions and waste them after combat. Damage given and received has a 15% variance. There's also a 4% chance of a critical hit which deals 100% extra damage. Player to enemy only, not for PvP. Which is an interesting change, because this makes you wonder whether they're going to have items that increase crit chance and stuff in later updates, which would always be cool. New hairstyles. There's a bunch of new hairstyles for all you that care about the hair. There's a ton of new dungeon content. Well, not so much to say a ton. Just spinning spike ball traps, locked chests which require keys to open, and increased spike spawn during world generation. I guess these locked chests are going to have better loot because they require the keys to open them. That's pretty much a given, but who knows? They might just have been making the dungeons harder. There's a new Night's Edge and Darklance sprites. They changed what they both look like, because I know a lot of people were complaining about how they're bland and not cool looking. Items sold to NPCs can be bought back for the selling price. In case you accidentally sell one of your important weapons, such as your sandgun, you can always buy it back. Addition and removal of background tiles have been sped up, as well as one tile hole being automatically filled up. That's nice for the people that like to build backgrounds and etc. It's just easier for construction. There's new status alignments which provide negative effects to both the player and NPCs, such as being poisoned, such as burning, such as being cursed, and darkness. This is going to be interesting to see how these go into effect in the game, and that will also make the healing part of the game harder, seeing as we're going to have debuffs basically. The jungle armor stats have been altered, in which increase the maximum mana that you can hold, increases magic critical strike chance, and the set bonus is 16% mana usage. The necro armor stats have also been altered for you ranged players, you archers. It increased range damage, and the set bonus is 20% chance not to consume ammo. That's a pretty crazy set bonus. I like that a lot. Improved flail mechanics. I wonder how that's going to work out. I hadn't found any flaws with the flail. Different weapons will have different damage types. Eventually, in later updates, certain damage types may be more/less effective against certain enemies. That's pretty cool. Cacti no longer have a knockback. That was incredibly annoying, and I'm glad they changed that. Well, will have changed that. Thorny bushes will now be destroyed after touching them. The Band of Star Power now adds 20 maximum mana instead of speeding up mana regeneration. Lava slimes will no longer burst into a pool of lava when killed. Hardcore mode will now delete the character upon death. Jeez. New medium core mode, which sits between normal mode and hardcore mode. I guess that's for those of you that want to practice getting into hardcore before you actually take upon the challenge. I don't know, it seems kind of useless to me, but I guess some people will enjoy it. Flaming arrows now cause the on fire status alignment upon impact. It's going to set your enemies on fire. On-screen item pickup text can now be toggled. That's interesting. Cacti will no longer destroy blocks. And there's also a couple bug fixes that's coming out in 1.0.6, such as the Eater of Worlds will be listed as flees when the player exits corruption instead of being listed as defeated. The Night Owl potion will gain its intended purpose. Rejuvenation potions will work with the quick heal and quick mana functions. Dungeons will no longer spawn in the ocean, and NPCs who are far from home will no longer flip out. I guess there was some sort of bug where they went haywire and did a bunch of crazy things. So that's it with the 1.0.6 verified additions and changes. If anything else comes out, I'll be sure to make a video on it and let you guys know. So I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to make a video later in the week on the future changes that are planned for future updates. So look forward to seeing that, and be sure to check my channel often so you catch it. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.